trying like a ship. When it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Jalen Hyatt was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. We can look at this Bronco defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
On the set. Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Mims in motion left. A first carry now. This is Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
70 Lions.
On third down, here's Williams. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They run. It's Williams. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Drew Sanders in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
60 Maverick. Warrior 70.
To throw on 3rd down, Jarrett. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
When you look at this Bronco defense, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this one is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Ready, ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Ready. Chop 60, chop 60. Hey, smash Broncos.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. There he goes, right side. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, Giants. He goes 52 yards on the punt return. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Okay, ready?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
Back to throw. Jarrett. Screen play set up for Williams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. In motion, the tight end. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Now, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And they've got it well across across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. To throw on 2nd down, Jarrett. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down, Jarrett. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 1st down, Jarrett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now they'll change things around before the snap. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
This is taken at the 18. Gets by him at the 25.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos.
A final shot before break. Jarrett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
18, Pioneer.
On 1st and 10, Jarrett flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. but he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In motion right, that's Hyatt. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Going in motion left, that's Campbell. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Look at the big man rumble, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He wanted to find his receiver there, but a little too much air on the throw for them to connect in the end zone.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Barkley inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Pushing his way through. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, ready?
On 3rd down, Jarrett. He'll air this one out for Mims. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles. With his, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Off the play fake. Jarrett. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Oh!
Still going. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here we go, here we go.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Jarrett, he's got Dulcich going across the formation.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jarrett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jarrett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd and 2. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Step. Ready. Let's go, man. 18 rattling. 18 rattling. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Jarrett escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, Jarrett eluding the pressure right. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jarrett. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this This is going to be covered up by the Giants. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now they'll change things up. A first down carry for Barkley. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 75 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
Now Saquon Barkley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll go to Barkley again, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left. Able to push his way through. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Half the 60. Half the 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario.